Hello Flight Summers, hello friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Sao Paulo International Airport. We are flying the PMDG 777 freighter now in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 since it has been released for the new sim a few days ago. So I figured it's a good opportunity to do a freighter flight once again. This one, which I find pretty cool, in the new Emirates colors. It is, well, it's hardly new colors, is it? It's, let's call it, it's like a facelift. It's a slightly updated way to do the tail, which I think actually looks pretty nice. Looks a bit more dynamic on the tail to have like this waving flag kind of thing. Um, but yeah, so that's it. We are flying a brand new freighter, um, almost straight from the factory, and yeah, we are flying a rather interesting route today. So we are flying from Sao Paulo to Quito, which of course is famous for, first of all, being a high elevation airport, and secondly, the approach is also quite interesting. So I can't wait to get to Quito. This will not be the normal sort of heavy cargo ops we usually do. So sometimes when I do cargo flights, I find it kind of cool to sort of get close to max takeoff weight. We're not going to have that today. First of all, the flight is 5 hours, which of course for 777 is just peanuts. And then on top of that, I believe it's actually quite realistic to not have much cargo in here. Maybe not any cargo at all. So this is a kind of a standard operation that Emirates Cargo does. So what they do is they fly from Dubai to Lagos and then on to Sao Paulo. Since they do the stopover in Lagos, I believe there's gonna be some sort of cargo carried um, between Dubai and Sao Paulo, or maybe Lagos and Sao Paulo even. Um, Otherwise, the aircraft could, of course, fly directly as well. And then from Sao Paulo, they head up to Quito. And I saw on Flight Radar they climbed straight up to flight level 400, so I believe it's really not loaded at all. Then from Quito, they fly to Puerto Rico, which is just a short flight, and then from Puerto Rico back to, I believe, Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam back to Dubai. So it's a long rotation. But I believe they loaded up in Quito, but then they cannot depart Quito fully loaded. I have not specifically checked that, but I'd be surprised if they can due to the airport elevation, and that's probably why they choose the kind of refueling stop in Puerto Rico to get it fueled up and then take it to Europe. So that's what we are simulating. If, of course, any of you guys have some further knowledge in regards to these cargo ops, let me know. I always find it incredibly interesting, but that's at least what I make of it. Alright, also we are on the network. It is relatively empty, but let's see, maybe we are lucky and we even get some traffic. I saw back there, we can't see it now, but at the passenger terminal there's even the company A380 sitting and some BA A350s I saw over there. So let's see, no ATC for now, but maybe we are lucky at some point throughout the flight. Right, I think that's it. We don't really need to talk about the 777 freighter a lot. It's just the sort of the version which is now in the new sim, but other than that, of course, there's no difference. We can quickly check off the tires. I always keep forgetting that PMDG actually simulated bad tires. So look at these engines. GE90s. Huge things. So let's see what they look like. So front right looks good. Oh, this middle one looks a bit torn. A lot of wear on that one. Let's check in the EFB, maybe we will switch it out. And then, oh, maybe we can just leave it. Let's see, maybe we even get a blown tire on some landing. That would be kind of fun. I'm not sure fun is the right word, but it would be a bit of a challenge. And over here it actually looks worse. So let's see. Let's see. But I'm actually considering to fly as it is, and then I'm not sure if that simulated it, that if you fly the tires to like a critical range, then they eventually blow on landing. I don't know. Alright, let's leave it at that, and let's kick things off. Right, so here we are, of course, the normal well-known 777 flight deck. Let's get the ADIRUs on, emergency lights coming on, seatbelts for what it's worth. Not carrying any passengers, I assume. Maybe some deadhead crew or something. Nav lights are on, so that's okay. Right, let's go then to maintenance, check the tires. Yeah, they are orange. I think orange is not an issue. But yeah, it seemed like the aircraft had a hard landing on the right main gear. But let's leave it at this. Maybe we will experience something bad with it. Right, then where do we start? Maybe over here. So zero fuel weight, I have no. I think I have like 2 tons of cargo in here. Like, who knows? Maybe some boxes are carried or something. I don't know. But essentially empty. So we can climb straight up to flight level 400. We are very light, of course. And then alternate, I've dialed Bogota, which is over an hour away, but I think it's kind of realistic to have a big alternate airport where Emirates also has some operations. Right, that's a block fuel of 42.5 will get us there. And then I think weather might be a little bit, well, not super tricky, but not perfect in Quito, which will of course make things even a bit more interesting. So where is it? Oh, that's a lot of scrolling. Sigmats. So for the departure, we have 7 knots of wind, good visibility, overcast, 1517 green, 1024. 1024 can go in here. 1024 is set, and then where's my EFB? There it is. So getting there, which is sort of 5 or 6 hours from now. So right now it's actually becoming fog, and then we'll get there. Yeah, so it might be foggy when we get there. So this is valid for quite a long time period. That's also the time period when we get there. And then it only clears up. Oh, that actually clears up. Sorry, disregard then. And yeah, no, so thunderstorms, rain might be a bit mixed when we get there. Okay, so we shall continue in the FMC. The ARAC is not correct. Did it not update? But I think we can do it in here. Okay, update complete. Active. Now it's set. Cool. That's easy. POS in it. GPS positions coming in here. Route request from. That's correct. Why does it not have the flight number? That's interesting. But yeah, we are flying Emirates. Oh no, I forgot. What was it? Something very long. (9913). So 9913 UAE, is that correct? UAE, yes, 9913 flight number. Load the route. Alright, with the current winds, we are gonna depart runway 10 left. While this is still loading, there we go. Departure 10 left, and that's gonna be the Ukbev. Yeah, there's only the 2 Delta. And do we have the gear to transition? Yes, we do. Route, and for the arrival, we will, for the time being, let's see. Oh, it's been a while since I've been flying into Quito, really. What's typically used? There's an ILS. There's also the RNP, which is kind of cool as well. Let's check it out together. Isn't there a way to show the procedures on here? Arrivals. So Ken, Tom, Arnav arrival. But this seems to get us around to runway 18, which I don't believe we are gonna use. So let's try this again. No, runway 36. Why does it not show the... Yeah, runway 36 is selected, that's strange. Okay. Approaches. For runway 36, so that's gonna be the Arnav Whiskey. No, that's incorrect. Oh yeah, Arnav Whiskey or Yankee from Quito. Let's see. So that's the Whiskey and that's the Yankee. Looks fairly... Oh no, it's not similar. This one is south of the mountain. I think that's what they fly, but I will double check it during my flight to get the correct one. So Arnav Yankee runway 36 from Quito. Activate. Performance in it. Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to go back to the Addons. Why was I not asked this time to set the fuel and payload correctly? Usually that's something that's happening. Anyhow, 147.5. And for the fuel we have 42.6. Fuel density turned yellow. Okay, whatever. Performance. Accept. 0 fuel weight. 147.5. Reserves. Yeah, this time usually it pulls the data straight from SimBrief, right? But it didn't happen this time. 8.8. Flight level 400. And cost index was pretty high, 170. Next, route data load. Let's check progress. 14.2. Okay, that's plenty. Oh, we have a headwind. 10.5, still fine. Alright then, takeoff calculations. Performance. Oh, I think it's 10 now, not 09, but should be the same. Yeah, so it is 12,139, that's correct. We're going to try flap optimum off weight. $190. Is that correct? Yeah, it's probably we had a 0 free weight. Yeah, 190. Okay, 0 free weight, 147. Yes, that makes sense. 2498. Aircon auto import weather as well. 1024. Calculate. Flaps 5. Takeoff 244. So that makes sense. A lot of D-rate. Flap 5 will do, and then speeds 128, 32, 39. Very low. Very low indeed. 139. then initial heading or runway heading 0905. And let's make it easy. Let's dive 400 since there's no ATC for the time being. Brilliant. Let's kick on the APU and then we can run some checklists. Pre-flight oxygen, let's call it tested. Flight instruments indicating 2450, 2450, 2450, heading 2999, 2999, 2999. Parking brake is coming on. Right. Then should we maybe check out the departure? So climbing 2900, departure to high performance aircraft. So 180 above needs to be accomplished. I believe we will get there easily, but we will check it out. And 100 below, that's also quite interesting. So let's see if we can comply with that. So that's gonna be flight level 18 above, and at the previous we're already above, so that's not an issue whatsoever. That's good. APU is available, and then we can request pushback. Good stuff. VORs, transponder, let's go 1000. TA.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ready for pushback, that is really good. Let's go beacons. Now the question is, will they remove ground power automatically?
Departure checks completed. Bypass being inserted.
Remove chocks. Arm the doors. Good. Bypass pin is inserted, so we can kick on the hydraulics. Fuel pumps as well. Packs are auto.
Locking gear.
Before start checklist. MCP is at V2 139, heading 905 and altitude 400. Takeoff speeds to 128, 132, 139. CD pre-flight completed. Trim, I always keep forgetting. 3.5. I think I've never been that low with a freighter. Tail is gonna go right. Trim is set. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Yeah, we have completed that. All right.
Commencing push brakes. Please, all engines clear. Start at wheel.
All right, we are pushing. Coming up with the engine page, and yeah, let's fire up the Gs, right? Always a very simple process, and then we will look outside. Okay, starting number 1 as well.
Reset parking brakes.
Just remembering right now, I need to double check one setting. Yeah, the fly-by-wire trim speed, that's quite handy. And Auto thrust, I need to set this to never, just to have no interference in there. Right.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed.
So let's see, so there's still no ATC.
Left is clear. Right
Also
is
almost no traffic. What frequency am I on even? Oh, not even Unicom. 1 to 2 decimal. 8. Okay, seems like we have 2 good engine starts. And then brake RTO, flip 5. We'll do a flag control check. Full left, full right, full up, full down. And the before taxi checklist. Anti-ice is not required. Recall is checked. Flag control is checked. Ground equipment is clear. And then it is in fact a very short taxi. So let's complete the before takeoff checklist. Flaps are set to position 5. That is done as well. Let's get going. Oh yeah, we're even picking up speed, nice. And I think I will just put in a little bit of background lighting. I'm not even sure if this is gonna show. I think that's something that PMDG only models when it's actually nighttime. Yeah, hard to tell if it's actually on or not. Alright. Let's go TARA. Let's pull up the weather radar. Let's go terrain over here. I think both is actually somewhat interesting. Do I need to... I hope I... No, I think I can go straight as well. Maybe I should take the center line. Oh no, so that's 36 meters. Shoot. Oh no, did I go the wrong way? Ah, I'm just seeing on the charts. Taxiway Alpha, that's where we are going on right now. Limited to aircraft. Maximum wingspan 65 meters. Shit, what does the 777 have? Wingspan, I need to Google. We're too large. I'm afraid we are too large for this one actually. Sorry. I think it's 67 on the 777. Anyhow, I feel like cloud quality is reduced by quite a lot here. I actually find this tool brilliant. So now in 2024 it manages VRAM for you as well, and that's if you're like someone with a graphic card like me. So I have 12 gigabytes of VRAM. This tool is brilliant, I think. I mean, you can tell that it's at some airports, especially the big ones, settings are managed down, but you get the benefit that the sim keeps running smooth. There's no stutters or big lags or anything. I think this is absolutely brilliant. And see, now even the building is not loading in. So VRAM is a little bit stretched. Right. Coming up to 10 left. Let's set the lights. And yeah, approach is free as well. There's no traffic here at the moment. So that should be fun. Right, guys, everything is prepared. We can keep it rolling. Let's start timer over here. Clock. And off we go. Oh, look at this acceleration at just 50% N1. Holy cow. Take off. Thrust ref. Toga toga. 80 knots. Look at this acceleration. Holy guacamole.
V1.
Rotate. Let's go flying. And we're airborne. Here's coming up. Nice. Really, really cool. Beautiful aircraft. Beautiful stuff. But how easy was that departure for the 777? Right, heading into the clouds. That's acceleration altitude. Flap 1. Set the trim for 240 knots, flaps up. Let's pull up a little bit, set the trim as well. Nice. Ooh. The overcast clouds. Beautiful. Autopilot. Look at this climb rate. It's out of this world. Nice. Okay, you know what, guys? I think it's actually quite realistic to get a bit of a direct here. So let's go. We are above all critical altitudes. Let's go direct gear 2. Gear 2. And there we go. Wow, almost blasting through 10,000s. And that's just 3 minutes after departure. Alright, after takeoff checklist then. Landing gears up and flaps up. Checklist completed. Alright folks, that was a easy peasy departure out of Sao Paulo. And for the approach, that will definitely be more interesting, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Hope you guys are as well, and I will catch you later. Hello guys, welcome back. Here we are approaching Quito and yeah, passing flight level 196 at the moment, and that means we are only 12,000 feet above the ground, so we are in fact much closer than it might appear on the first view. And you can also see the aircraft moving around. It is getting a bit bumpy here. There's a bit of weather going into Quito. We can see it on the weather radar. Only light stuff where we are, but you can see some clouds building up in front, so yeah, that's gonna be a bit bumpy. Right, so where do we start? We will actually start with the weather. Now we could also, I hope I still have time for this, going to com as a flight information. ATIS. I'm not sure if this will, like, what source? That's is it gonna get us the METAR? Do not click it at all. Okay. Let's see what will happen there. Yeah, also I have the speed brakes out at the moment, since we're a little bit above profile now. To transition, you can see it's wet outside. Okay, I'm not sure if this will work. Let's try the PMDG source. Sending this looks better. There's also overwritten here. That looks strange. I'm not sure what's happening there. And yeah, so we are on the RMP Yankee, as we have already briefed, or sort of briefed, on the arrival, on the departure. I've quickly pulled it up. So now we are on the RMP, and we have flown this before. It is, however, quite some time ago, and you can see airport elevation just below 8,000 feet. In LNAV, VNAV, we of course go easily down there. That's gonna be fine. We have a minimum of 8 to 80. And yeah, for the missed approach, of course, that's gonna be quite interesting. Continue climb RP. ILPAX at or above 13,000, climb and hold to 16,000. Okay. Right. So that's on the plan. Speed brakes. They don't like that anymore. I think they can go to ARM. Oh, there we go. Foxtrot, 230 at 8. That is very different. Okay, disregard this one. I don't think that's correct. And now we're running a little bit out of time, but quickly have a look. 360 at 12. Showers in the vicinity. Broken 3000. Let's get at 9,020 degrees 1024. So that's the conditions. Let's go flap 1. And let's go flap 5 already as well. Right, so you can see from the flap box that we are super light. We are as light as a 777 gets. You can see this here in the weight chart, so look at this, really down there. We are super light right now, and I've calculated landing 25, since it's going to be super slow already, and auto brake 2, and that's even with a wet runway, so there's plenty of margin. Wow, look at this. That is sweet. That is super sweet. Right. Let's put on some lights so we have that covered as well. Next up, oh yeah, approach checklist. Altimeters are set to local 1024. Let's see, how many miles do we have to run? 13 miles. LNAV VNAV works just fine. Some drag. I think it's okay. We have 200 knots. We will manage eventually. That is truly fascinating. I want to look outside a little bit as well. Wow, really, really cool. Now turning final to start the flight recorder, of course. Yeah, so even on flat 5, look at this guy. So we have 124 plus 5 is 129, and then we have, what was it, like 12 knots of headwind. So we're gonna be super slow. We're gonna be like 120 ground speeds on final approach. So that should be, theoretically, should be a pretty relaxed landing. But look at how bumpy this is. Yeah, gears coming down. How many miles still? 8 miles. Okay, so a little bit ahead of time. Flap 15. Wow, that is bumpy as hell. Alright, looking good. I'd say we're about ready to do some manual flight. Let's go flap 20. So what was that? 129. And flap 25. Can we actually even do flap 20 landing? I always unsure because it is an option in here, however on the calculation page it's actually not, so that's why I'm always unsure if it's flap 20 landing is actually a thing in the 777. Alright guys, landing checklist, all green. Okay, autopilot button is not working. Alright.
1,000.
Let's hope for a good one. Crazy conditions. Oh, I would so much love to see us from the outside now, coming over the canyon.
500. 400.
Still a little bit low. Come on, auto thrust. Shifting winds. Now it's actually no wind at all. It is still super bumpy.
Approaching minimums.
Ooh, that's a downdraft.
Minimums.
Continue. Oh, I haven't said go around altitude. Never mind now. Gonna focus on the lane. That's an updraft.
200.
That is something here. Holy guacamole. Now coming in a bit high.
Sync rate.
Yeah, okay.
Sync rate.
Gotcha.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Come on, get down there. Get down there. Touchdown, reverse. Reverse normal, decel. Ooh, wow. I think we could have, now it's too late. I think we could have easily made that one, but never mind. Alright, guys. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, that was even a tiny bit nerve-wracking. But oh, we are oh, what's happening? Oh, that's strange. I think my thrust lever got stuck. Alright, let's vacate. Pushing the flaps into the wrong direction does not help. There we go. Weather radar and terrain radar coming off. Wow, that's gonna be really interesting to see in the replay. Also, I should have probably recycled the flight directors on Find as well, and then I also forgot the go-around altitude, so not perfect in every sense. But oh, we got down here. Oh, there's even some traffic. We're still on the network. KLM 777, I believe it is. Alright, so stand 8-2. Is she gonna tell us to stop or not? Yeah, we are there at maximum, so I'm gonna leave it right here. Alright, parking brake is set, APU is running. I have shut down engine number 2 already, so shutting down number 1 as well. And then seatbelts, just for the fun of it. Fuel pumps coming off, hydraulics coming off. Oh, I did the wrong order. I should do the right electric demand pump last. Never mind. Beacons, and then I think we can also kill ADIRUs. Alrighty, here we are. Now we don't need the full service since we are coming without any cargo. Oh, GSX keeps crashing so often lately. It's quite annoying. Ground ops. I just need the front. Wait, ground connections, chocks, there we go. Ground power I need. And then I want to have the stairs. I saw that earlier, where is it? Stairs, one left, there we go, connecting. And this one is opening. Alright, there we go, shutdown checklist. Should be all set, parking brake. Alright. Alright folks, so here we are. Welcome once again to Quito. That was cool. So we locked a touchdown rate of 283, which is of course not perfect, but that was a somewhat challenging approach, so I will take that for today. And yeah, cool to fly the Emirates SkyCargo 777. I really like the new livery. I mean, as I've said in the beginning, it's just marginally changed, but I don't know. It looks nice, in my opinion, and yeah, cool airport here as well. This is just the default actually, but it's a handcrafted. Looks pretty nice in my opinion, and yeah, maybe we can also do some ops out of Quito. Of course, trying a bit of a heavier flight. That would be kind of cool, departing here at 8,000 feet elevation. But yeah, something that's going to be something for the future. And if you guys have any flight in mind which departs Quito, which would be cool to operate, then let me know and I will look into it. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in into this one, and I will meet you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.